We've all been told that. Chestность, lучшая политика, which means honesty is the best policy. But is it really? Видимо, для некоторых людей, ложь – это образ жизни. Means, apparently, for some people, lying is a way of life. Which brings up the question, Всегда лгать неправильно, or Всегда врать плохо, both of which mean, is it always wrong or bad to lie? And the answer is no, it's not always wrong to lie. For instance, when lying is necessary to maximize benefit or minimize harm, it may be immoral not to lie. However, most of the time, lying is quite simply wrong. In fact, one of the 10 commandments is as follows. Не лжесвидетельствуй, not ближнего твоего, which means thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. The problem here is that it sounds like it's perfectly acceptable to lie about someone who is not your neighbor. That's probably not the intention of that commandment, but a lawyer might attempt to make such an argument. More on lawyers at the end of this lesson, but for now, consider this interesting proposition. Самая опасная лжецы те, кто думает, что говорит правду, which means the most dangerous liars are those who think they are telling the truth. There is a logical problem here, though. A person is lying only if that person is attempting to deceive, and so it is incorrect to call someone a liar when that person believes what he or she is telling you. Moving on, a sentiment most people would most likely agree with goes like this. Лучше получить пощечину правды, чем поцелуй лжи. Which means better to be slapped with the truth than to be kissed with a lie. And here's a little good advice. Не ври тому, кто тебе доверяет, which means don't lie to someone who trusts you. And не доверяй тому, кто тебе врет, which means don't trust someone who lies to you. Also, при плохой памяти врать противопоказано, which means if you have a bad memory, lying is contraindicated. For your information, forms of vrat in no particular order include vri, vrom, vru, vriot, vrut, vrol, and a few other possibilities. And just for the fun of it, here's a saying that's popular among children. Lžec, lžec, shtani garjats, which means liar, liar, pants on fire. And now for some examples of songs relating to the topic of this lesson. Я не люблю, когда меня врут, но от правды я тоже устал, which means I don't like being lied to, but I'm tired of the truth too. That's from a song called Muravenik, which means anthill, by Victor Soy. Next up we have Я говорю правду за исключением случаев, когда лгу, which means I tell the truth except for when I lie. That's a line from a song by Dwight Yoakam called It Only Hurts When I Cry. By the way, Mr. Yoakam also wrote a song called Liar, and for your information, and to be crystal clear, liar translates to lžec in Russian, and deceiver translates to obmanshik. And as long as we're quoting song lyrics, we might as well consider this one from a song called The Pot by the band known as Tool. Лгун, юрист, зеркало, покажи мне, в чем разница, which means liar, lawyer, mirror, show me, what's the difference? To avoid ambiguity, it should be noted that lžec means to lie, as in to lie down or to be situated in a horizontal position, whereas lgать and vrat mean to lie, as in to say something which is not true with the intent of deceiving someone. And ложь is a noun referring to a deceptively false statement. Of course, there are other words and phrases which mean to lie in one way or another. For instance, obmanivать means to deceive. Brezhats means to tell lies. Zaливать means to pour or to flood, but is slang for to lie. Надувать means to inflate, but can also mean to dupe or to swindle. Вешать лапшу на уши literally means to hang noodles on someone's ears, but is the equivalent of the English language phrase to pull the wool over someone's eyes. And крутиться как уж на сковородке means spinning like a grass snake on a frying pan. This phrase is used when trying to catch a liar in a lie, but in a situation where the liar tries to continue the deception. It is commonly used in schools when the teacher realizes that a student has not studied the lesson, but nevertheless, the student tries to convince the teacher that such is not the case. Having cleared all that up, be sure to watch this video called Zalslawi lžecov, which means Liars Hall of Fame.